Whew, hello, Sagittarius. How are y'all doing? Y'all are number 6. So I think that's a little higher than usual for y'all. Because even though I'm a Sag, like, I don't know, I guess on YouTube, I don't be resonating with the girls. Um, I definitely don't feel like I resonate with, like, that you are resonating with me as much as, like, when I was on Instagram. I felt like my fellow fire signs resonated with me a lot, and, like, Cancers. 'Cause that's my moon sign. Um, but it's all good. My name is Marlissa. This is That Word from Mars Tarot. Thank you for being here. If you like it here, if you love it here, please like the video, subscribe, share, with another Sag, or even if you're not sharing with another Sag, share with someone who's, into, spirituality. I would really appreciate that. Sagittarius is off bucks. It's heavy Taurus energy here. There's Libra, there's Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. Also fire sign energy. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And I'm not going to hold you, when I was pulling cards from my other deck, Leo and Taurus fell on the floor, but it was 5 cards. And I was like, I can't take all 5 of these cards. So Taurus energy is definitely up in here. All right. Oh, y'all, I'm sore. Okay. So let's get into it. All right, the overall energy of the spread. Oh, wait, let me see numbers. I do see 555 here. I see 33, 7, and 6. 555, 33, 7, and 6. Okay. So the overall energy of the spread is this Teach card. Teach. And in traditional tarot, this is known as the Hierophant, sign of Taurus. So, in matters of the heart, in relation to matters of the heart, Sagittarius, you have a lot to teach or offer others. And this could also be about somebody having, someone having a lot to teach and offer you. Maybe you learned a lot from a Taurus. Maybe you and a Taurus learned a lot from, one another. But with this card, it's also about gentleness. Like, you don't want to be like too pushy, but there's like gentleness, and there's also an energy of both like sharing that task, like of teaching and learning. Okay. um but I am feeling like, which is very like Sagittarius anyway, like, being a teacher, a philosopher, whatever, like I feel like you have a lot to like share with people about your love experiences. So maybe some of you need to write a book. Maybe some of you are called to write a book, a blog, whatever, in any format where you can teach someone. Do it. Go for it. All right. However, I do feel like, so that's there, right? I also feel like there's changes happening in your love life as well, Sagittarius. There's a lot of major arcana cards, which are the cards that are bordered in black here. Out of the 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are major arcana cards. So things are changing in your love life. I feel like if you've been feeling alone, I feel like there's going to be some sort of balance that comes into your love life, all right? Because, you know, you felt left out in the cold. You may have felt left hanging by somebody that you love, dated, whatever. And this could just be an energy that you feel in general. Like, even when it comes to friends, family, lovers, the whole shebang. You've been feeling alone, or you've been having a lot of alone time, which is supporting you in facing your fears with this full moon in the background. Some of you all could be connected to a Cancer. All right. Some of you may wish that you were like closer to a Cancer placement. But I do see your fears like eating you up with this Master card here. In traditional tarot, this would be known as the Devil, sign of Capricorn. But what I feel here in this reading is that your fears and your anxieties and all of that such, it blocks you in relation to your love life. Whether it's you being too guarded, or too fearful to put yourself out there, or too fearful to try something new, or too fearful to break up with somebody that you've been connected to forever, whatever it is, your fears and your anxieties get in the way. They're controlling you. Your fear, your anxiety is the master of you right now. It's stopping you from harmony, because 1 and 5 equals 6. 6 is a number of harmony, balance. All right. So I do feel like this is changing though. Like I feel like this feeling alone energy is changing. I feel like you have been 3 is also a number of like the Holy Trinity, you know, harmony, all of that, right? Um you have been nurturing yourself. This is the Empress in traditional tarot, all right? She's higher above everybody else. It's the Empress, the Hierophant, and then all the queens. Sign of Libra and Taurus. She's very nurturing. She's a mother. So some of you are pouring into yourself or pouring into business ideas, whatever you name it, okay? And I feel like your energy is changing. You're radiating in this way. And potential lovers who are trying to come towards you, like they can see this. This is attracting people. So that's why I feel like you're no longer going to be feeling alone because you're in this Empress energy now. You're nurturing yourself. Dare I say, you're also ready to, you know, nurture a relationship. Maybe before you weren't. 1 and 4 at the top of here, 5. So again, change. Change is taking place. Balance is coming into, you know, your love life. This balance card is for sign of Sagittarius. And it's a reminder like, hey, no one person rules over the other. Like both of our opinions and how we feel are equally important. I also feel like this person is going to feel like your other half. Okay, because if you look at this closely, they're literally sharing. I hate the glare. They're sharing one eye. Okay. Matter of fact, what's the affirmation with that card? I embrace our differences and bring balance and healing to my relationship. All right. Um, if you're seeking a romantic relationship, but balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. Also, making sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance will set the tone for the new romance that is on its way to you. So some of you have some forgiving to do, forgiving family members, forgiving past lovers, you know, whatever the case may be, because it sounds like the more you're in an equal state as a whole, the more this like balanced love is going to come to you. We'll get into that. And so actually this makes sense to me too. Sagittarius are fire signs, so can definitely be a little argumentative, stubborn, all right? So this says choose your battles. So you don't got to knuck a few bucks, Edgy. You ain't even got to do all that. And that might be your ego when you're doing that anyway. So pick and choose your battles when it comes to your friendships, your family members, your potential partner. Because again, you want things to be balanced. This is something that you've been asking for. So dare you not sabotage it by just trying to fight everything. Don't do that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have observe, all right? Sign of Pisces. In traditional tarot, this will be known as the Hangman. All right. And with this card, it's about surrendering. And so, you know, maybe if some of you are still in this space of feeling alone, and before you step into, you know, relationship or whatever the case may be, it's like, let me take a step back. Let me reflect. Let me observe. Let me see what God, Source, Spirit, Universe is going to bring to me, or what God, Source, Spirit, Universe is trying to show me with this third eye chakra underneath. I see. So you're definitely being called to like meditate and such and see what God, Source, Spirit, Universe brings to you when you're, you know, meditating. All right. Prayers when you talk to God, Source, Spirit, Universe. Meditation is when you can, you know, maybe receive some messages. So there's that. So with this next set of cards, I do feel like, honestly, there's two things here. I don't necessarily feel like some of you are meant to be with your ex. So if you're, you know, pining for your ex, you know, in this reading, that's not what I see. All right. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Release your ex. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So somebody may come and stir these romantic feelings. But we also have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I don't know if this is about like, if these red flags, all right, are about your ex, because some of you may be trying to like go back to that. Maybe the person also has a hold on you. That could also be who has a hold over your heart is your ex. Or if the pay attention to the red flags are going to be about like one of the new people that come towards you. All right. So you're going to have to use your discernment there. And again, at the bottom of the deck, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I also feel like, when it comes to, sitting back and observing, and also, this teach card and learning, and even how you may be like reparenting yourself by nurturing, yourself and letting yourself know like it's okay to, be afraid, but you can release that. All right. I feel like some of you are doing a great deal of shadow work or inner child healing. Okay. Because in this deck, we have inner child trauma. All right, inner child trauma. Then we have fire signs. So again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you could be connected to one. This could be like somebody who has a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries placement could be who you end up being in a marriage or life partnership with. I love to see it. All right. I love to see it. So at the bottom of the deck, there's guilt though. Guilt. And then underneath that is time apart. So for some of you, maybe this could be about an ex. But again, sometimes in life we have multiple exes. So there could be an ex that you're meant to connect with. There could not be. Maybe after you having time apart with somebody, they're going to start feeling guilty and realizing that they messed up. But maybe by the time they really trying to swing back around, you're going to know your worth and operate in that Empress energy and be like, nah, we good, my boy, my girl, we good. No beef, nothing like that. But you had your time. So these two cards have definitely come out in multiple readings last week and this week, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have, I will open my heart. That's the love affirmation. So you are being reminded to open that heart, Sagittarius, all right? Don't keep that thing closed up and locked up. Open it. But we have true beauty is all around me. This is a love affirmation. This affirmation reconnects you to the earth. When you feel yourself caught in a cycle of self-doubt or spiraling thoughts, it can be helpful to tune into nature to remind yourself of the abundance of the world around you. The beauty of nature and the ground beneath your feet remind you that you're a part of something bigger, offering perspective and a sense of calm. Find a place to sit where you can see a plant, the sky, or some other element of nature, and repeat this phrase at least 3 times. True beauty is all around me. True beauty is all around me. Just saw 4-4. True beauty is all around me. It's like purplish and pink. All right. And then we have write your own fairy tale. It's time to write your own fairy tale. I think this came out in the Aquarius reading. In your journal or on a piece of paper, dream up your grandest fairy tale romance. Don't hold back. Imagine the love connection you have, the places you'll visit, the adventures you'll take. Putting your romantic dreams on paper will connect you to your heart's desire and bring you one step closer to manifesting your vision. I know that's right. The new moon was just on Tuesday. So if you're watching this, whenever you see this, go ahead and write down those manifestations, Pookie. The new moon was in Libra. So if you are in Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Rising, North Node, South Node, like this new moon may be impacting you more. All right, it may have a little bit like stronger energy for you, but regardless, you can always write down your manifestations and make them things do what it do. Just saw 4-4 again. Your foundation is changing in relation to love. Okay. Sagittarius, listen, if the fairy tale happens, you write it down and it happens, let me know. I don't care if you see this video 2 years from now. Let me know. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. Bye.